KZOM 104.5. It's about 4 minutes after the hour, 12 o'clock. And Larry with you on an early Tuesday morning. How you doing? Woody Blues music. And it's up to you. Doors before that, also heard from Supertramp. The album was Breakfast in America. Seems like there's a lot going on tonight. I'd like to start off with an oldie for you. From about 1964, we're going to be checking out some music of George Thorogood, some Joe Walsh, Jay Ferguson, The Who, and some Herman Brood music will be coming up for you. If you got something you'd like to hear, give me a call up here at the station. KZOM 104.5, bit of Joe Walsh music for you from the film The Warriors and In the City. George Thorogood before that doing the Bo Diddley Beat and Who Do You Love? Saw Bo out at Astroworld this weekend, and it sounded like George Thorogood. The guy has got to be in his 50s by now. Really, still sounds well. And started out with Spencer Davis Group, Stevie Winwood helping out there. And Give Me Some Lovin'. The original group is supposed to get together now, I understand. I'll do a bit more music. I got some Jay Ferguson coming up for you, The Who. Also some Animals, Herman Brood. We'll also be checking out some new Jerry Lee Lewis sometime before the hour's out. If there's something I can play for you, give me a call over at the station, and I'll see if I can get it on for you.
It can be sexy or forceful. It's done in complete privacy and under the strictest sanitary conditions. If you've ever wanted something that was yours alone, check into Mike's Tattoo Shop. At Mike's, you'll find 2 artists available daily who can offer you full color range tattoos. If you're 18 or over, drop by Mike's Tattoo Shop anytime from noon till midnight at 4712 Port Arthur Road or call 832-9809 for an appointment. Have they got a tattoo for you?
I bet they do. Thank you, Bobby. Port Nature's Festival Gong Show will be happening on May the 9th. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. You can pick up your entry blanks at Mid-County Music at 1110 Port Neches Avenue in Port Neches by noon on the 9th. That's Wednesday. Pick them up before noon. If you'd like more information, the number to call would be 722-1621. Jay Ferguson for you now. KZOM 104.5. It's music from the Animals. Eric Burden there on the vocals and C.C. Ryder. The Who before that and Naked Eye. And also had a bit of Jay Ferguson there for you. Used to be with Spirit. And the name of the song was Shakedown Cruise. It's about 12:30. I'm Larry with you. I'll be with you till about 5 o'clock in the morning. And if there's a tune I can play for you, be sure and let me know about that. I'd like to tell you about something that's going to be coming up this Saturday night on KZOM 104.5. We're going to be featuring an hour of The Police live in concert. And if you get into The Police, want to catch this. It's going to be 10 o'clock Saturday night here on KZOM 104.5. It's brought to you in part by White's Trim and Stereo in Port Arthur. Got that Herman Brood for you now, called in from Beaumont. KZOM 104.5. Good music from Rolling Stones from the It's Only Rock and Roll LP. And Ain't Too Proud to Beg. Had some Wings before that, 1985, with a bit of Band on the Run thrown into. And Herman Brood and his Wild Romance, a record that's really taken off recently. And a track called Saturday Night. Got some Jerry Lee Lewis on the turntable for you now. They're doing some music that came out of the 50s. I don't think Jerry Lee's done it before. Also some Rod Stewart and the Faces, the Allman Brothers Band. We'll be starting off next hour with a bit more Rod Stewart. We'll also be checking out some Bad Company as the hour gets into it. About 14 minutes away from the hour 1 o'clock on early Tuesday morning. Larry with you. And taking a quick look at the forecast for tomorrow. Should have some early morning fog. Otherwise, it'll be partly cloudy with warm days and mild nights, high near 80. We're looking for a low tonight in the upper 60s. Right now, 71 degrees. FM 104.5.
The name of the place.
Get it. KZOM 104.5 is KZOM Orange.
While we're doing that blues thing, we're going to play this old Bobby Bland song for you.
FM 104.5, a bit of Allman Brothers music for you from the Fillmore album. And Stormy Mondays, who didn't have quite a stormy Monday today. Some Faces music with Rod Stewart and Ron Wood. And Stay With Me, we're going to be hearing from both of them in just a few minutes. And some Jerry Lee Lewis, who's going to be in town this Friday. And the name of the place is I Like It Like That. Remember, Loggins and Messina did a version of that I really like. Song done way back in the 50s somewhere. I have no idea who was the original artist on that. Molly Hatchet coming up, also some Bad Company. We'll also be checking out the music of the James Gang. Music there signifies that it's time to hear the KZOM 104.5 concert line, which I hold in front of me right now. Tonight, Scott McGill is going to be out at the Stephen F. Austin High School in Port Acres. Friday night, as we were talking about Jerry Lee Lewis in the Beaumont Civic Center. Coming up May the 13th, that's this Sunday, Zoom's going to have another rock and roll party. Scott McGill, Airborne, Roughlock, Eddie Sandlin. It's going to be out at the Lighthouse in Nederland. Hope to see you all out there. May the 24th, that's this Thursday night, Bob Welch, along with Louisiana's LaRue and Tycoon at the Beaumont Civic Center. May the 25th, that's a Friday night, Ray Charles and Don Williams will be out at the Civic Center. May the 20th through the 23rd, Rebel will be at the Crazy Horse Saloon in Nederland. Concerts coming up at the Texas Opry House. May the 12th, that's a Saturday night, Tom Robinson Band. And May the 17th, Gulliver's going to be out there. Astroworld's lineup of concerts for the month of May. This Friday, Yvonne Elliman and Wolfman Jack. This Saturday, Jay and the Americans with Wolfman Jack. May the 19th, that's a Saturday, Fats Domino. And May the 26th, that's also a Saturday, Fats Domino. That's right. Houston concerts coming up. May the 10th, David Allan Coe is going to be out at Gillies in Pasadena. It's going to be at the Nesdell Club in Houston on May the 11th. May the 12th, that's a Saturday, Ronnie Wood, Keith Richard, and the New Barbarians at the Houston Summit. And hearing Bob Dylan's been jamming with that group. May the 26th, that's a Saturday night, Ray Charles will be at the Celebrity Circle in Houston. June the 3rd, that's a Sunday night, Yes will be at the Houston Coliseum. June the 7th through the 10th, Lou Rawls doing a 3-night engagement at Jones Hall. Actually, a 4-night engagement. June 15th and 16th is going to be the Cool Jazz Festival at the Astrodome. Another big happenings around the state. May the 24th through the 28th, it's the 8th annual Kerrville Folk Festival with Jerry Jeff Walker, Rusty Ware, B.W. Stevenson, Ray Wiley Hubbard, Roseanne Ramsey, and Bob Crockett. Coming up on June the 9th, that's a Saturday, it's the second Texas World Music Festival. It's going to be at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Acts will include Heart, Van Halen, Boston, Nazareth, TKO, Blue Oyster Cult, and Sammy Hagar. Others are scheduled to join. Tickets are on sale at Joski's in Beaumont, and they're $15.50 each. Joski's only had 800 tickets to sell, so if you'd like to go to the Texas Jam, better hurry on that. Next concert line will be coming your way at 8:36 in the morning, and Mark will have that for you. Right now, let's get into some Rod Stewart for you. On your album station, Zoom 104.5. Zoom 104.5. Larry with you on an early Tuesday morning. And some bad company. Rock and Roll Fantasy. Molly Hatchet there in the middle with Gator Country. And some music for Jimmy. Rod Stewart from Atlantic Crossing and Sailing. Got some Ron Wood coming up for you. He's with the Stones now. It's part of a solo LP. Also some James Gang with Joe Walsh. The music of Cream. We'll be checking out April Wine from First Glance, some Beatles music, and the Eagles. I'd like to tell you about Kaleidoscope 79. It's going to be coming up this weekend, I believe, Saturday and Sunday, the 12th and the 13th at the Beaumont Arts Museum. And what it is a Creatives Arts and Crafts Festival at the Beaumont Art Museum. Also, lots of good food. I've gone to Kaleidoscope, I guess, every year. And the thing I really like is the tamales and the boudin, you know, that good stuff. So if you got some spare time this weekend, why don't you go on and go out to the Beaumont Art Museum. It tells me here that you can get advance tickets at the museum or Park Del Mall and enjoy some good food. Go out with your family, have a good time. Got that Ron Wood for you now. Zoom 104.5.